against the Void Spirit, and there is some great opportunities for him to get some awesome saves and kills. Because heroes like
Honestly,
Luna and Legion, they don't have a lot of mana, so you can just drop the hammer and uninstall their game.
I am happy about one very important thing, and that's that he's not going for the immediate meme hammer where he starts off with the crown and tangos. So
And I just love Meteor Hammer as an item.
I do love
Isn't
it
it
as
just
well,
great?
but it just needs like not first item straight rush without anything else in your
It
inventory.
gives you everything you need, DK. Every single thing. What else could you need in life? It gives you
Something that doesn't
stats.
take forever to cast.
Oh, come on, but you have the Astral to set up from like level 3. It's enough.
I know, but that means that's only if the enemy is nowhere to be seen to help out their teammate. And they've
1v1 mid.
yeah, in the 1v1 mid, but you know, once you, at that before you finally have that item finished up, which is gonna take a little bit of time, you're gonna have rotations behind. There's gonna be a Bane that's gonna be annoying and nightmaring you, or there's gonna be Hoodwink with the bushwhack. Like they've got multiple ways of interrupting the channel.
That sounds terrible. You're gonna take so much damage. If only there was an item that gave you HP regen to recover from such
I
ganks.
know you love the. I personally love the item as well. It's still one of my favorites, though it definitely has its drawbacks. But it does give OD1 a crucial aspect that OD tends to never have, and that is tower push.
Yep. Yeah, it is an item that is like tailor-made for OD. Gives him pushing, it gives him farming, and it just gives him a lot of regen.
And decent stats. Because
Yep.
you get, I think, 4 for the crown, which costs 450, and then the recipe also gives you 4 for 250. So there's even value to be made.
Of course, Void Spirit is still gonna be able to get farm in his lane, because that's what Void Spirit does. He always gets his farm. Very similar to Pango in that regard. He doesn't really dominate matchups, but he doesn't really get destroyed either. He's a nice little snipe. Poor Bloody 9.
Oh, currently, mid lane, there's a lot of creeps underneath the tower for Annihilate, and the Void Spirit's trying to make sure that he doesn't get any creep kills, but how much can you really deny before it becomes problematic? Because OD leveling up the Arcane Orb early on is just getting some extra harassing.
Yeah, this is the classic melee hero with Quelling Blade start to the game. Where the first 2 waves are always such a joy, and then the enemy mid laner gets like harassment tools, points in the aura, and you just cry. Of course, he does have his bottle now on the Void Spirit, which helps a lot, especially with the water rune spawning soon. So he's still gonna have a decent time. Looking at the side lanes, I would expect there to be a little bit more action than last game. I feel like both side lanes have kill potential on both sides. Already Disruptor getting very low and a career being killed in the top lane as well. Come on, pros, start microing your courier. It's not that difficult.
Well, yeah, you know, you're focused on other things sometimes. Multitasking is not necessarily the easiest thing to do, though. Currently, as you said, you do have a very important point about, you know, the offlane duos especially, like the LC Hoodwink plus the Rubik Mars, they have a lot of kill potential. Oh,
He's gonna miss.
miss spear, otherwise that probably would have been a catch onto the Bane.
29 almost just died to that God's Rebuke.
Cost a lot of mana though, so
Disruptor getting very low. Is he gonna die?
Juke! Healing salve. Oh,
Ankle's
no.
broken.
Oh, dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Rip. Luke even tried to yoink it away. Oh. Of course, it should have been given to the Legion Commander, because that's the way you play the game, but Hoodwink did all that work. He deserves the kill.
I really hope we get to see an Armlet Legion. Because he has a good start now. Second in terms of CS.
Nice try.
Well, he does have the Helm of the Iron Will, so I think you might be in luck. I think also that's been, like, I've seen a lot of Legion commanders go for the armlet and then, like, skip Blink until their third, fourth item, which is scary, but it does mean that they can be very incredibly tanky and dangerous.
It really depends on what the role is for the Legions, and it's interesting to see how much that is shifting. We had the time where every single Legion would just buy a Blink Dagger every single game and be this kind of initiator. Then we had a time where every single Legion was just a press the attack bot. And now it's somewhere in between. Where there is some initiation, there is some save, but there is also some carry potential.
Bottom lane is in trouble. They're taking way too much damage in that lane. The Rubik and Mars are constantly spamming spells because they are constantly sending out regen to make sure they've got enough mana.
Yeah, it is really a rough lane for Luna. Because she has such short range as well, so she needs to get close to creeps. And the moment she does, she just tanks it like a Fate Bolt and a God's Rebuke. It's kind of a miserable time.
She only has 80 attack range over the Mars. She has 30 attack range over a Monkey King.
Range 0, by the way.
That is sad. Oh, top lane
Blade.
TB. Yeah, that's a little dead TB. This time for Luki.
Is ended.
So both
Loki.
off lanes are doing very well for themselves.
He just keeps winning these offlane matchups that he shouldn't really be winning. Like, this is a decent matchup, but he's winning it so hard.
I just blame the Helm of the Iron Will.
Yeah, true. Really does help in terms of sustain and trading. We speak about TB having a lot of armor, but Legion has very similar armor because of the Helm of Iron Will right now.
And currently, do we have any stacks? Okay, couple being built up by the Hoodwink. On the other side, TB is not getting anything so far.
I feel like this is the kind of game where you just max Conjure Image instead of meta and just go jungle immediately. So
Yeah.
it's really a Pepe Hand situation right now.
Yeah, LC's level 6 already. Terrorblade's level 4. You've definitely lost the lane, and if you stand there too long, you're gonna get dueled. And you're gonna start feeding away some victory damage.
Yeah, and he just has 700 HP as well. You can already see Luki just posturing here.
Yeah, they're gonna go in for the disruptor. Duel should be some
Kill.
easy victory damage. Luki starts ramping it up.
And that is the start of infinite scaling.
The only infinite scaling hero in this game, right? Yeah. Disappointed. Needed a little bit of silencer action. Though silencer would have actually been a very good pick against Bane as well.
Sleep coming out onto Rubik. He should be fine. Just
Oh, that is a very nasty moment for the Bane. Can he nom some extra HP? Mars on the chase. Takes a lot of damage, but oh, the Warden, he's in trouble. Needs to juke his way through. Does he manage to get out? He does, and healing salves up. God, this bottom lane has spent like upwards of 1,000 gold on just regen. Top lane waiting for the duel to come back. He needs enough mana. Oh, that is just nasty. 3-man body block just to make sure that the Legion commander can get himself a duel.
always good to see. But nice rotation by the Void Spirit, recognizing that against the OD mid with his Meteor Hammer, you probably don't really want to stay there for too long. It's not really that much fun.
2 lanes lost on the side of DogChamp, 1 lane dominated though. So in that sense, it should normally still favor KBU, but the net worth actually in favor of DogChamp currently. And of course, that tower kill and Well, that Legion Commander did absolutely destroy top.
Mm-hmm. Armlet is now up, and Blink is gonna be next, and this is gonna be a very quick one. Of course, this is not the perfect Legion game. He is leading in terms of net worth, but against an OD, it can still be very difficult to scale properly. But they're looking for this TV, and TV kind of knows that his fate is sealed, but he does have a Tumblr's toy. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Meanwhile, I Annihilate kills the enemy carry as well. But hey, the TB jukes.
That's all that matters. But that's, you know, the best thing about Legion Commander is the moment that once he's level 10, those jukes mean nothing, because he's just going to have that cast range, which is insane right now. The duel coming out to hold the OD in place. However, there's the Arena, which is also very scary. OD has the hammer. Does he drop it? No, he was in the cast animation. Does get interrupted, and they're looking for more. They're looking for blood. Lukey on the chase. We'll stop hunting for more, and everyone's kind of out of mana, so they can't chase. But still the kill on towards OD, even though if that hammer got dropped, that fight would have ended terribly.
Mm-hmm. And Luki actually did over 2k damage in that fight. At this stage in the game, that is a lot of damage.
If they group up, you hit them with a nice, even though it's low, overwhelming odds. Always does good work. And currently the Luna just farming away in the jungle. Same as the TB, surprise, surprise. While we do see another kill coming through. No dual victory or dual attempt there from the LC. They do manage to stay active on the map. OD going Meteor Hammer into Hand of Midas. That is maybe a little bit too greedy.
That is indeed very greedy. Maybe I would have preferred to see something that helps him with getting into position for either saves or damage, something like a Blink or an Netherlands. But hey, he just really wants to scale.
I was hoping to see an Axe this game on OD.
That is always a very strong option as well. And the extra range, more damage.
Well, bottom lane, another duel onto the OD, dropping low, no victory. Astral, and Annihilate walks away. Doesn't want to drop the hammer afterwards. Tourist does keep his teammate alive, and well, a couple of close affairs.
He could have gone for the Meteor Hammer there into the actual hammer. He didn't want to risk it. It's hard to see which heroes are close. But now Rubik stole press the attack, which is really nice on Rubik. Because now you have an aggressive hero that is also a saving support. Sounds like a good deal.
And the OD tower denied. Got him.
Very cheeky. Very cheeky.
TB, only level 8 so far. Not that high on the experience chart. Though neck on neck against Stonebank, both of them, of course, lost their lane. But the TB definitely lost it a lot worse. But that's the power of Terrorblade.
I would expect Luna to get ahead a little bit. Ooh. See some action next to this tier 1. No Blink yet on the Legion.
No Arena yet on the Mars. They're both just trying to defend / take down the tower. I guess denial of the tower should be coming through.
They don't want to do it just yet. They want to see how much they can milk this.
DogChamp completely left the area except for, of course, that LC. But without MMR Tourist having his own Blink. Who's actually not even finishing up his armlet, by the way. He's just going straight Blink, knowing that they probably need to start creating space for the TV to send his illusions everywhere.
Yeah, you kind of only want to go armlet if you can get it early enough and have some momentum. In these kinds of games, ooh, that's a wasted arena.
Yeah, I gotta realize that once the smoke doesn't get taken off.
Of course, it is likely that he's playing from EU, so he has some ping. Certainly doesn't help.
Probably should ask him if we get the chance where he's playing from.
He's gonna have his blink fairly soon, which is very nice. And blink now for Luki as well.
Yeah, they're
Curious to
smoked up.
see if he goes for any kind of crazy solo plays, or if he sticks with one of his supports to get the kills.
Oh,
Because solo
OD.
killing people, as a Legion, it feels so good, but in professional games, it is so risky.
You barely ever manage to get those solo kills going. Mars gets sniped up. Fiend's Grip, easy pick, and that is gonna be the death of Sunlight. While the TB's on the run, Luki wants to get the duel. Does of course have the dual cast range, but well, if you dive behind the enemy's tower before the blink, right now he does have the blink, so now TB needs to be a little bit more careful.
He has a keen optic as well, so his duel is like longer cast range than Luna's attack range.
That is so sad. That's a very dead disruptor. No, the rest of the team coming in might be a problem here. Disruptor does have a buyback if they want to really take a hefty fight, which looks to be the case. Mars walking in, Arena. Oh, that hoodwink. Yeets himself out of trouble. I Annihilate. Gets the meme hammer. No, it does not connect in time. I Annihilate. He's in trouble. He's dead. And they're gonna go for the LC underneath the tower, who is of course gonna be able to toggle his way, hope possibly to safety. Glimpse back right now with the dots though. Toggling will not be successful, and he will eventually get taken down. But that OD missed stun and well, very aggressive positioning on that stun was problematic, to say the least. TB, can he get the kill? Very close. Got a Storm Kinetic Field, controls up the Void Spirit. He's in trouble. He takes a lot of damage. Very low, doesn't have any way out, and he's another one in favor, this time of the Disruptor.
What a sick static storm there, securing 2 kills. And TB was struggling a little bit behind the Luna, which is to be expected at this stage. Because while TB farms similarly fast to a Luna, it tends to ramp up a little bit slower. So getting these early kills is so incredibly nice.
It was a fairly interestingly long fight, for that matter. Though the most crucial aspect is OD now has his Hand of Midas, so he cannot do anything more in a team fight than he just did.
Well, it would certainly help if he hit his Meteor Hammer. Ooh.
Oh, in trouble, but there's the bit of Rubik. Could yoink a nice spell. For instance, the snappy snap. Won't be able to get much damage off, but the Mars with the Arena onto the Rubik will be able to smack him out of existence. And right now, I mean, DogChamp, they do have a solid advantage, and they are trying to make sure that the TB can't get any farm going.
A gift from the tempest of
DogChamp needs to be very measured with their aggression. Nice spear, this could be huge.
The Luna in trouble. Meteor Hammer on top. And a nice kill added in. That's actually also another combo. I have seen Mars's with Meteor Hammer as well.
What a lovely item.
Yeah.
These kind of skills are very important. DogChamp, they're really reliant on this mid-game timing with the Luna, and losing your carry like this, it is very rough for your game plan. The TV is taking a lot of damage. Not enough though.
Luki on the run. Slowed down. Snipe. Breaks close. Almost dead. But Link into safety, and the TB just barely manages to survive. But yeah, they really need to constantly keep forcing the objective. But because we did previously mention, especially considering the item build of the OD, they're looking for late game.
We can already tell that some of the momentum is gone for DogChamp because Luki didn't find the kill there on the TB, even with the Void Spirit coming in with his BOTs. And they need to be finding kills. If they don't, they're slowly gonna lose control of this game. So the pressure is definitely on for DogChamp here. Let's see what they can do. It looks like they're heading towards Roche. Nah, they just want to find a kill.
Well, creeping up in towards the Dyer's jungle, top side, I Annihilate. knows something funky's up. His entire
How
team.
greedy is he?
Yeah, no, he's playing the good game. His Hand of Midas is on cooldown, so there's no reason to leave the trees.
Right. DogChamp, they just reveal themselves. Smoke not gonna be paying off, but there is now a BKB on Stonebank. And at this stage of the game where TB isn't that big yet, magic immunity is practically invincibility. That is, unless you get speared on the initiation.
That would be a very sad way to go.
Ooh. TB once again.
Surrounded
I'm
by
running
enemies.
into the Void Spirit, and look, he is close.
Oh, missed Aether Remnant. Though Dad wants to take a fight. In comes the duel. That's going to be a big catch. Arena on top. The TB still alive. Saxon Kinetic Field. He's going to survive for the time being. Gets the Sunder off. Boom! Back to full HP. Turns around. Looky no more. And that is huge. The rest of DogChamp in trouble. Astral Imprisonment. Bloody 9 on the run. Dad really wants to get that kill. While the rest of his team focuses on his opponent on the other end. And Bloody 9 on the high ground. Won't be able to get the DP off in time. At least the Luna doesn't die, but the net worth has died indeed.
That was such a huge play by the Mars. Not only did he get the stun onto Loki, but Sunlight also managed to block the sharpshooter from Hoodwink.
Well, while we're farming wait, we'll check out that replay at the moment. That was a big arena into, of course, the Saxon Kinetic Field combo. And yeah, that Terrorblade just turns around, sees his teammate, gets a big Sunder off, boom, full HP, and the team fight is 100% lost.
Yeah, now the game is starting to look more and more difficult for DogChamp. They had this huge burst of momentum after an insane laning stage from Loki, but now everything is gone. They're 1k behind. They're against heroes that skill better, and they truly have their backs against the wall, because last fight there was no Luna. They got this nice window where they have a Luna BKB, and then they fought without the Luna. Now they try to go for Roche. Does KBU know that something is up? Or are they completely in the dark? Gonna find a Bane. That's a nice start.
Honestly, when have we've seen one Fiend's Grip, I think, this game? On the Mars, in the river. I can't think of any other moments when we've seen, like, a Fiend's Grip. Of course, it's dangerous that you might give it away to the Rubik, so every team fight needs to be orchestrated carefully.
I mean,
still need to see a bit more from it. Oh, catch onto Luki. Drop the hammer. Luki. Nightmare save. Oh, was big. Can he arm the toggle? He's trying to disengage. He actually gets himself away. Snipe coming out onto the TB. Does have a Sunder available. Double a buyback coming out from KBU. Bloody 9 in the pit. Will be a dieback coming through Sunder onto Yaren, and they'll disengage, but they'll probably lose Roshan for that. So that Nightmare save from the Bane was magnificent.
That could have gone much worse for DogChamp. Both the Luna as well as the Legion Commander escaping with like 10% of their HP. But even with those escapes, still a very nice fight for KBU. They get a kill, they even get a dieback, and then they secure the Roche as well for their TB, which means pretty much another 5 minutes of farming for free.
There was a little bit of an early hammer drop in the fight, like immediately, which everyone had like full mana and stuff, so kind of doesn't do anything at that point.
He tried to get the quick burst.
Side. Mars gonna be the target this time. A very tanky boy. Doesn't get the dual victory damage, but a kill is still a kill.
Look, he almost has his BKB now, but even with the BKB, he's now very vulnerable to the Legion. Oh, I annihilate. Just farming jungle with his Meteor Hammer in front of 4 enemy heroes.
That is a Chad move. No fear whatsoever.
And he is getting close to the BKB, and at this point his Midas is getting close to like the break-even point. Because OD actually benefits a lot from the attack speed as well. That isn't just needing X amount of uses. Ooh, Loki has to be careful here. Ooh. Quick on the reflexes.
Well, currently, Luna getting one crucial item, the shard, of course, not as OP as it was, but still very useful to scout in the trees. And, well, one glaive bouncing around. I mean, that's one big plus, is that these two supports from KBU are like paper.
Yeah, for sure. There are definitely opportunities for DogChamp to win fights. They just need to have good positioning. They need to get the right jump and take it from there. If they get initiated upon, it's gonna be very difficult.
And they need to be away from the Terrorblade, because he just finished his Ayaskari. So that's going to be a very painful team fight if you have to deal with a metamorphosized TP.
Yep, and he's actually buying a BKB. Madness.
Which is very interesting considering you are up against two BKB piercing heroes.
Agents of the void.
Still think it's good. There is a lot of magic damage and disable on DogChamp. I feel like even if there is one hero where BKB is good against, it's probably worth buying.
Yeah. I mean, BKB is always a solid item. For instance, you get caught out, you get hit by an eclipse, you're dead. Straight
When
up.
in doubt, just buy it.
When in doubt, rapier. That's the way you play the game.
Ooh,
Come on.
KBU, they actually want to go for high ground here. They have 2 minutes of Aegis left. Meta is back up. They're feeling confident. They don't have to do this, but they feel strong enough to go for it anyway.
And yeah, as you said, it's pretty easily done. The slight push forward, but the most important factor is that you can just force the entire enemy team back towards their jungle, so they their high ground, so they can't farm at that point. And you take their jungle while farming the rest of the map. Of course, the Void Spirit is still lurking about because he did have bots, so he was there in no time. If his teammates needed him, if there actually was a fight, but right now KBU is just trying to force DogChamp to be stuck in their base while TB farms the entire map.
Yep.
Invisibility.
Loki is looking for something, but at this point, I'm not sure if a Void Spirit plus Legion can really kill something. Maybe they can kill Annihilate, but even that is difficult because he has almost 2k HP and 16 armor. Just TB closing in on his BKB. Luna has BKB, has the shard now as well, and is working towards the Daedalus, but she is really with... she is struggling. And she is gonna struggle even more against the TB the longer this game goes. Like, you see all of these big items and you just know that the TB is not only ahead in net worth, but he also uses the net worth more efficiently.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, currently not looking too favorable, though the Aegis is now gone, so you could possibly get a kill going. But we have a very aggressive Mars running in, but LC, he's got the shard, so he's saying goodbye, wasted ult.
Ooh, an instant smoke by DogChamp. They know there is a window now. What can they do with this? They don't have a lot of vision, so it is risky walking up to the high ground. They want to see if they can find someone in the triangle.
Unfortunately, guessing incorrectly in that situation. So,
Smoke for a bounty, is that worth it?
well, price-wise, yes. 81 gold. But yeah, that's unfortunately, do they have another smoke by any chance? Nope, they do not. And currently, KBU know exactly where they're lurking. Look at that. Odie using that meteor hammer to try and farm from a safe distance.
Radiant's top tower
Arena is gonna be back up in 35 seconds.
Sean possibly in 2. Still a lot of the game to be played here, and Can they manage to find anything going in the favor of DogChamp to get themselves back in that net worth lead? Even though 3K, you know, 28-minute game, that means nothing. But the TB, that is still very scary.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
DogChamp needs to somehow find pickoffs. But it's so difficult with these KBU heroes just constantly pushing lanes. They only have control over their own jungle, and that's kind of it. Small pause, because of course, this is Dota after all.
I gotta quickly drain the hose. I assume after well, 29-minute game, you probably had a pre-break bio.
Could be, yeah. Ooh, that was a very quick P then.
Yeah, man's fast. Like, he already left before they paused, like 10 seconds before, just to make sure that it doesn't run out their pause timer.
Top tower is under
Right?
attack.
All those illusions from the TP. Beautiful. Destroying all my frames.
Luna does have a dead little. This is
Bane.
gonna be a quick kill on the Bane.
Gonna get caught. And Feeble stolen. Level 1 in Feeble stolen. That is great for the Rubik.
Uh-huh.
Bottom tower
I mean, 45% attack reduction is a pretty good value point onto the Luna, I suppose.
Speed
Shame.
reduction as well, I guess. Ish, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Eclipse is already really slow. It's gonna take like 10 seconds.
Okay, they're just harassing each other a little bit, but the TB is slow sieging the high ground. 10 seconds until we get to see Roche's respawn timer. And the
It's
tier
confident to do this without Aegis as well.
And without
Thank
the
you, bud.
Bane, they don't fear too much. Because that's like... The Bane is probably the most annoying, because if he gets a very good Fiend's Grip while no one has any spells to interrupt him, that could be a TB down. Whereas if he gets dueled, he probably still kills off the Legion Commander.
Yep. Luckily, KBU managed to counter the enemy position 5 with at least 2 heroes. Both the Rubik's and the Disruptor could be considered hard counters to the Bane, which I think is pretty funny. Ooh, another smoke coming out from DogChamp. Seems like they have infinite smokes at this point. Smoke gets broken.
Well, jumping in, trying to be a nuisance. Of course, he's got that Aghanim Scepter right now on the Void Spirit, so he's got the AoE Silence, which is pretty good against the
Rune on Mars
TB.
as well.
I'm hoping he's going to get the shard on the Void Spirit. I still think that thing is stupidly good.
It's a lot of damage, and he has the space in his build to go for it now. So he has his Aghanims and Kaya and Sanj completed.
Radiant's top barracks
Oof, that Mars is actually taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I gotta love the Enchanted Quiver as well.
are under attack.
It is so good together with her shard.
Though they're just waiting for Roche to respawn. Minute 20, then they can get a free shard, which... Who would pick Mars? As you said previously, free shard on Mars always great. Free shard on Rubik's also not that bad.
If you wanna go for high ground pushes, the shard on Disruptor is really strong as well.
Oh yeah, the zap you zap to boost the attack speed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give away
works
which
on the
one's the real
illusions
one
as
most
well.
of the time though. If you used on the real TB, that is. So, Disruptor in a very tough spot.
Regeneration.
Yeah, good luck escaping.
Oh no. Well, Nightmare.
Lucky, get over here!
Where is Lucky? Why is he? I was going for the fight against Rubik, but the moment he tries to go for the duel, there's going to be... Actually, he already used a duel. When did he use a duel? It was on cooldown. There's the Metamorphosis next to Lucky. He's being slowed by the Ayaskadi. Can he arm the toggle? Oh, the disruption save thingy. No. What was that? Oh, Nightmare. I was thinking OD had an Aghanim Shard for some reason, but he's even on the wrong team. My bad.
I Annihilate going very deep here.
Dad wants to really use that meta to its maximum effort. Stonebank taking a beating, but won't be dying. And Roche is right now respawned.
Let's see. Looks like they just wanna go high ground with the remainder. No. That would be mad. Speaking about mad, Luki going 1v4 there. Trying to get a solo kill on the Rubik, but of course Annihilate was in position.
They did get it, so...
They did kill the Rubik, yeah, but he doesn't have buyback and now they're gonna lose Roche for it. Which I don't think is worth it, even though I have to admit that it was a very swaggy play.
Yeah, didn't expect it. Considering there was a nice free damage buff on that disruptor that was walking about. Who is going for the Ags right now? Oh, that is scary though. Arena into Static Storm, into, you know, the big Static Storm to mute everything.
They gave the shard to the OD, so he's gonna make sure that his allies can walk around inside Astral Imprisonment, which always looks so goofy.
It's pretty nice though. It is actually very nice. It's very slow, but every little thing helps. Yaren disengages over the arena, but the glimpse says you can't run away anymore.
But not quite.
Yeah. The power of Disruptor. You can't run away. It's especially horrible if you're in a game against a Kunkka and Disruptor in one team. That is just... no. That's hell.
So you have
especially because you can't get items, except for BKB against Glimpse.
It's some beautiful synergy where you X someone and then glimpse them and then X them back. They won't know where their hero is.
We won't know where the hero is.
Luki does have his BKB now. Almost 2k gold to spare. Let's see what he goes for. Of course, Lingans is now up on OD. So it's gonna be very hard for him to do anything, really.
By the way, the TB that we were talking about is nice BKB. Decided to go dateless because he's a TB.
Carry players. Shaking my head.
And the OD has a Lincoln Sphere to give to Dad every single time. Make sure that hopefully, possibly, the duel doesn't come through. Or Fiend's Grip, or... well, everything. Gotta keep spamming that Loosen Beam.
Such a slow push against all of the poke from DogChamp.
Oh, on the side, Duel comes out, catch on to the Rubik, but he's taking a heap of damage. Luki taken down. There is going to be the chase. The chain onto Luna. That's a double kill plus a buyback forced out. Well, they didn't really lose anything on the side of KBU. A couple of spells lost in the process, but they are absolutely being, well, annihilated.
No buyback on the Luna. She bought out for the butterfly. But that's gonna be most likely mega creeps. 1 minute without the Luna. I don't see how they can defend this.
Will they even be able to get themselves possibly back in the game? Catch on to the Void Spirit, but there's of course the save quickly coming in with the press the attack. Shard, but as you said, Megas is pretty much what they're looking for. And KBU, that came through the qualifiers, by the way. In the qualifiers, they played 11 maps and they won. No, actually, they played 12 maps, they won 11, lost only the singular map. So they just destroyed everyone else in the qualifiers, and you can definitely see why. In comes the stolen duel by the Rubik. Oh! Gets the duel victory damage, plus 30.
You spoke about it. We are gonna see it. Beautiful.
Couple of buybacks coming out. They will find Annihilate, but that is gonna be Megas. The illusions can pretty much finish the job before the Luna respawns.
Because Luna can defend Megas potentially, but she's gonna need a rapier. Nice.
Oh, Fiend's Grip on the Mars. We finally get to see a Fiend's Grip this game. Actually, they might get a little bit more. TB doesn't have a Sunder just yet. Sagstorm Kinetic Field. It's an Ags though, so they are muted in the process, taking a lot of damage. Void Spirit's gonna die in the end. And that's gonna be a dieback for the TB. He's aggressively looking for everything else that he can possibly get. He needs to still be a little bit careful because he's all alone. His teammates are all dead. Does still have a Sunder available and a Satanic, so can heal quite a decent amount. Eclipse comes through. Is there enough damage? Dad Sunder, thank you very much. Back to full HP. And it pops the Satanic as well. So back to 3 around him. and they're all terrified of getting anywhere close to the TB. Nightmare again, holds him in place, keep him occupied. Legion Commander's up in 20. The TB might just finally get taken down. Yes, indeed. It took forever, and I mean forever, but they managed to take down the TB.
Biggest problem for DogChamp there was the mana.
Oh, we do have a nice little replay of the entire ordeal. Okay, the start of that entire ordeal. That was a very big Static Storm Kinetic Field Arena jump. And yeah, the Luna was pretty much caught in a terrible position there, and at that point, I mean, most of the game after, of course, that early mid, where the Legion Commander was stomping, has been in favor of KBU. Pretty much after that one team fight in the bottom lane, jungle area. After that, it just went horribly wrong.
Yeah, the matchups are just so difficult for DogChamp. Like the Legion can't really duel anyone because of the OD's presence. Luna has a terrible matchup against Terrorblade, and Void Spirit only exists to make space for the other heroes. But the other heroes have terrible matchups. So it doesn't feel like a very nice Void Spirit game either.
Yeah, no, it's
not over.
It's not over. I mean, there's only a 12k net with lead for 39 minutes in. You've got a Luna, so you've got a high ground defending God who is going for the Rapier next. A Rapier Daedalus with that shard is still definitely a way to take down your opponents.
Yeah. And maybe she can survive like 3 seconds in a man fight against TB then? Potentially?
Oh, no. You don't fight man fight TB, you just hope that you get like 4 crits in a row with your shard.
Uh-huh. I guess that is the thing to hope for then. Ooh. Is Disruptor gonna find a glimpse? Not quite. Luki has 2.4k gold. I wonder what he wants to go for. Because he doesn't have buyback yet.
Oh, they're gonna go for the push. Missed spear though. Makes it a little bit more problematic, but the TB illusion slow sieging everything. Make sure that all the lanes are getting pushed in. There's gonna be the metamorphosis. He's also got himself a butterfly. So evasion on both sides. And there's going to be the arena. But again, the save attempt coming through. BKB's being popped all over the place. Duel onto the Disruptor, but the duel does nothing for the time being. Disruptor still alive. Eventually does get taken down, but the Terrorblade is in the meantime focusing down the Ancient while everyone is trying to brawl away. DB finally turning his attention to his enemies. It's a kill onto the Bane, but yeah, the Ancient is under siege. There is no fortification available. While the rest of the team gets annihilated, the TB just... He's literally done nothing that entire fight, but just right-click the Ancient, and then if anyone gets close, kill them, and then go back to the Ancient.
Yeah, solid performance from